So if you can control the production, you basically control finance and personnel. And the people are the base of the pyramid, so their production. Anyway, it goes on to say that through the Ten Commandments, the rulers and the rich live while the poor suffer and die. And these teachings weren't accepted by the rulers, neither by the rich, because they loved the principles of usury. And had they had followed the Ten Commandments, then they wouldn't be in the state that they're in now, based on that manifestation of showing and proving to you the message. See, people getting so caught up in the story instead of looking to see what is the message in the what story. What is the story trying to tell you? Listen to the message, and then you can study anything. Get the message out of it. The lamb is the poor people, and the lion are the rich and the rulers. But through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, all men are one and equal to seek their own destinies and to worship under their own vine and fig tree. And these principles was made manifest from the original people long before the flood. You know, all nations of the earth in these modern days are seeking peace. That doesn't say all governments are seeking peace or all ruling class are seeking peace, but the nations are the people, and the people would rather live in peace. The majority of the people want to live in peace. That's why they seclude themselves off from the danger by building forts and things of that nature in those days, because it was a little more wilder walking around in those days than it is now. Something like that movie they're going to put out about Denzel. You know, there's some principles in that. It's similar to that in the European nations in those olden days. It was dangerous to be walking around. People would rob you, hurt you. Pardon me. But now all nations of the earth in these modern days are seeking peace, but they don't have any peace. But there is one way to get it, and that's through divine and peace. You know what I'm saying? These things have to be obtained through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying knowledge and the wisdom. Wisdom in that cipher. Knowledge and knowledge. And the culture, which is I, God. And that's like saying law and justice. You feel me? That's why they say 5 on the right. 2 on the right and 5 on the left. That's that 3, 5, 7, that 2, 4, 8. And the manifestation of the chakras is 1, 6, 9, 10. You feel me? So that's like saying knowledge and the equality went to the born. And knowledge added onto a cipher. Or understanding power, refinement, God. And wisdom, myself, divine, cipher, master. Culture or freedom. Build or destroy. He or her, he who is God, she who is earth, the woman planet, bring about the gods and earth, teach them at birth. So they have to teach the babies who and what is God. And from there, then it's an add-on. It's like looking at knowledge added on to a cipher. Who is the original man? See, once you understand who is the original man, then you know there is no beginning nor ending to the original man. It's older than the sun, moon, and stars. The melanin content and concentration in your pituitary gland as a people is older than this sun. Right? Peace. Peace. Divine understanding born of law. We'll go through a couple of these mathematical equations for you so you can get an understanding on how you build with your mathematics. So what I'll do is I'll go through the most controversial ones. The rest of them you can add on to the cipher by doing the knowledge to your degrees. You'll have understanding of how we do this in Medina. It's Medina style. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with the mathematics. So in pre-mathematics you have knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture of freedom, power of refinement, equality, builder's joy, born, sight. Now, power of refinement is the truth, or power is the truth. Truth in origin only means of refinement, for the goal according to the truth is to make oneself known again. Truth is the power to resurrect the mentally definite, present state of unawareness and ignorance of self. Power for Allah, supreme power, the mind is the highest form of life that can be conceived and lived by Allah. Man's power is knowledge. Understanding manifested with 7.5 ounces of brain. Divine is knowledge and wisdom being understood, showing its completion and manifesting the perfect state of existence, equating the culture which is God, the divine being that which is sacred. Allah is the supreme being, the Asiatic man from Asia, God of the universe, Lord of all the worlds from the highest to the lowest, the original man, the giver and taker of life, the foundation of all life, the father of reality and the knowledge of the sun. The following diagram shows the complete realm cipher of the Asiatic man's body, keeping everything pure, true, and living. There is a blanket of protection. Power times God's wisdom brings about an understanding of equality on a cipher. The power of God's wisdom shows forth his understanding of his equality added on to his cipher. Arm 72 degrees, leg 72 degrees, leg 72 degrees, arm 72 degrees, head 72 degrees. Now nation in. Now is the time to get knowledge of self or end in a pit of ignorance. Nation, the United Asiatic people, dark and light, black, brown, red, and yellow. The pale person is in a race with time now to avoid the wrath of the Asiatic nation. God, knowledge in the culture to show the power. Knowledge in the wisdom, love. Love, hell, or right, Lord. Love is the emotion that God blessed a woman with. In life, many men and women possess this emotion, and to those who have failed to cope with it, it has been proven to be a handicap. Love to those who have gotten over this burden, realize that love is understanding and not two separate qualities. Understanding brings on love or hate. Love brings on understanding. Hatred can be caused by what you understand or don't understand. Those who realize the truth of love has proven that he is a Lord. Lord is the equivalent of God, King, He, Father, and thereby abides in paradise, heaven. Hell is the home of the ignorant, those who lack knowledge of self. God shows his love by manifesting the knowledge of himself through his wisdom, which reveals the hell one must go through in order to be right. Knowledge, the wisdom to bring forth love, understanding.